Okay, this is the graphic program where we do some first two variable GD and GM graphics driver we need, and detect means choose among the various graphic drivers the best one, and that will be assigned later on to the GD when we call the init graph initialize graphic mode, because we have to get into the graphics mode before we can do graphics program. So I'm drawing a circle here. I'm doing GD and GM, and then the path of where this DOS box has loaded this actually in the Turbo C3, and then there is a BGA library which we need actually to run this program. That circle, I'm drawing circle with the center and the radius, and out text will write this stuff at this location, and if you give it a go you will see, okay, getting the circle, and that's it. Similarly we can draw a rectangle. Okay, I will say rect angle. What's happening to this going downside? To particular length, for example 200. Click on this side, and 200 of x, let it be 300x, because, and say 100 of y. This is starting point, and I have to give some ending point to it. Okay, from 300 onwards, like we have here, say this is a rectangle, this point I'm talking about this, and then this point we have to talk about the last point. Okay, 300, then you're gonna say up to the 400 comma, so it's getting forward 400, so and say 200y, so 100 I'm saying. Okay, control F9 to check it out. So basically I'm getting 2 points here. Yeah, this will get a square shape. So because this is a rectangle like this box, and this point is 300 and 100, for example the first point, and then I get the second point. So I can out text xy at location, if it is 300 and 100, so I guess 50 is the 350 is the mid of this, and 150 is the mid of y in this rectangle. Then I'm gonna say rectangle. You can make a square, you can make oblong in this, no problem. Give it a go, control F9. Okay, here we go. It's getting outside because we don't have that much, so I don't say exactly 350, I should say from 320, or say 330 is better to say. Okay, here we go. Get a little bit old, you can adjust yourself. Similarly we will have the ellipse. Okay, we can do one thing, we can put pixel here. We can say put xel exactly where the center of the circle is, that is 200 200x 200y, and try to give it a go, control F9. There's one error, what's that? Put pixel should have also, yes, it should also have the color, which color you want to say there. I say white. Okay, the color, that's again, this is a constant, this color is constant. Try to give it a go, and here we go. Let's put up a dot in between the circle. Okay, if I say like red, okay, it's putting a red dot, slight red dot in the center of the circle. Okay, and so let me put it the white. Just see it again. What is background, by the way? Is yes, it's putting on the white dot. If you could see, white is coming clearer in the center of his circle. Okay, now if you want to write also there, so I say out text. Then what you want to say is I said 180. If I say 200, that's exactly the center, but you want to minus from this text width of what you want to write, that is circle. What has happened to it? It's gone somewhere else. Let me text width of circle. Okay, and you may say this as 95. Control F9. Yes, it has gone to the left of it, because I said circle center x is 200 minus text width of circle. Okay, but it should not be full text of a circle, right? Because it will get you completely left of the center, but it should be half to the left, half to the right of a center. So I should use text width and half of that. Okay, I should say here half of this circle width. Okay, get that much to the left. Control F9, and you could see it's coming exactly in the center, right? Good. Then we have the rectangle, as we said. Okay, and we may have the ellipse. The ellipse is having what? The ellipse is having the center. Let me draw it here. If we say ellipse, ellipse, okay, then I need the center of the ellipse. So let it be like because I have a rectangle there, let me say my space, let me close this rectangle. Okay, now draw there at the position with the center, say 400x, and say 200y. This is the center of the circle, center of the ellipse. Then I should say start and end, means the degree you wanna rotate this ellipse. Say if I want a full, I say 0, from 0 angle to 360-degree angle, the full ellipse. Then I should say the x radius and y radius, because ellipse has 2 radii, the x radius and y radius. Okay, then I should say x radius, how much x radius, say 100 is x radius and 50 is the y radius, so height will be 50 and be longer. Okay, run it to see it. Okay, here we go. So if you do not say 0 to 360, you may say 0 to 180. It will not do the complete ellipse but half ellipse, right? As you could see here, it's a half ellipse. It will draw like an arc. So it's up to you what you will draw. If you say 0 up to 90, it will do only, or maybe you say from 90-degree to 180-degree, it will draw an arc, okay, from 90 to 180, right? But if you want to draw full ellipse, then you say 0 to 180, and similarly you can say put pixel there and all that, right? You can put pixel at exact location where at the center of this, and you can put the text out text. Okay, whatever the x position is, then minus the text width of the this what you want to write, like ellipse. Similarly, we can have a polygon. Okay, if you want to draw a poly, we may have other guys like sector. Okay, we may have the uh, let us draw the sector now. Let us see and draw the sector. CCTOR, sector. Again, it needs the radii, so let me close the ellipse now to get a space, and the same location, same center. 400, 200 is my center of the sector. Then what piece you want to get it? 3 to 300. Okay, then again the x radii and y radii, that's 100, 50. Control F9. Okay, here we go, the sector, right? So this is the sector. Does it make sense what I'm saying? So we are having here 30 to 300, where we are chopping off that sector. If we choose more, say for example I say 0 to 300. Okay, let me see what happened there. So this one, if we say 0 to complete first 360, Control F9, so it will give complete. It doesn't give us chop anything. Okay, so now we lessen up. You can understand by that how much you want to lessen. I got a 360, but I got it from 60 degree. Now I have chopped off some from 60 to 360. I have chopped off something of say size 60 degree. Okay, if I say from 90 to 360, I will chop off a lot of stuff. Okay, some around 90 degree sector. So this is how we do the sector. Okay, and you may have other guys also, like we have what's called as draw poly. So we can also have a line, you know, can also have a line. If you want to draw a line, let us draw a line. Let me close this, and I will start drawing a line. I will say a line, and line, when you draw a line, you need to say what position to what position is it. Okay, so I'm drawing a line here. So what position I'm saying again from the position of x of 400 up to say 400x and 200y, and then up to what, you have to say up to what, comma, up to some to what length you wanna go for that line. That is, say for example I can from 400 up to 500, straight line, so 100 of length. And if I put the y same, it will be straight line, right? Okay, here we go. But if I change the y to 300, means it will give you a twist. It will go downside. It starts from 200y but goes down to 300y. Okay, so this is my line. We may have also the draw poly. So we said the rectangle, we said the circle, we said the what, line, ellipse. Now we may have also the arc. We draw the arc by the ellipse, but that's not the way we should draw. But we have the arc itself, okay, which actually draws us an arc with the center. First we will xy as center, then we need what start and end in the radius. Okay, I say arc, first starting point, so let it be the same, 400 and 200y. Okay, then from what you want to draw arcs, I say from 90 degree up to 270 degree. That'll be simple, like from 0 degree up to 180 degree. Okay, this is this. Okay, then we need a radius of that circle जिसका ये arc बनाएगा. Say radius was 100. Okay, this is radius. So let me close this because it will mess it up. Okay, let me carry on with this. No worry, it's a line only. Okay, here we go. So 0 to 180 degree and radius was 100. So this is my arc, and I can have also the drop poly. Okay, so for drop poly we need to say actually what we need to say how many you have the vertices, and then you need to give the address of those vertices and in terms of coordinates, xy coordinates. Okay, so what we do is we just make an array first, and we decide that how we have to make the array. On the top I'll make an array. Okay, here I will say comma AR. Let me call it poly array. Okay, let me call it poly, and then what I do is I will start filling up the elements into it. X position, Y position of the top corner. Okay, if it is say for example hexagon, I have to go by the which values you have. Say for example I want to make a triangle, the simplest one. Okay, then I'm gonna say something like about the vertices. Okay, what are we having here is the poly array, because we say draw poly, it needs how many vertices we have. So if you say 6, it's actually pentagon, because 6 doesn't hexagon here, because the first one we have to come back to the first one. Okay, so it will be pentagon. So we start from here, for example, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, and come back to the original, that is 6. That's why if you say triangle, then you have to say 4 here, right? And you give dimensions simply, and the first one and the last one are same. So if you give it a go, it will run us control F9, and it will give you the pentagon exactly what the location you have given, right? Okay, so we did what we did, rectangle, we did you can also do one thing, you can change the color here if you want. You can say set color. I had said white, COLOR. In the beginning by default it's white, but we can change it. We can say white, but it should be all caps. Okay, these are constant, basically these are constants, these are integer constants. So I say red. Now control F9. Now you could see my color has changed to the red. Okay, similar if you say black, but background is black, that will not work. White or blue or something else, or cyan, they are all what, they're all actually the constants. That's why we wrote these things in a capital. Now it's a blue. Okay, we can change the color by saying set color. Okay, you can also if you want to see how much width we have or how much height we have, we can say get max and get y. Get max x, get max y is a function, and we can say x is equal to get max x, and y is equal to get max y. For example, we say here integer x and y. We declare here integer x and y. Let me declare it here after gm. Before poly I say x. It should be small, x comma y. Now I can come here to say x is equal to get max x. Okay, get maximum x, what we have, that is the width of the screen, and y is equal to get max y, that is the height of the screen. Now you can use this x and y to go into the center of the screen, to the left of the screen, and so on. Okay, so that you will not, because I have written here the values, so you can go easily out of the screen by writing more value or writing lesser value. So you can now go according to these x and y. Okay. Okay, and at the end we should do what? We should not forget, because we are in a graphics mode. By the initialize graphics, we should close graph. Close graph does what? It closes the graphics mode. Okay, and if we want to go more accurate, we say restore. Okay, restore CRT mode. That's better way to do it. Even if the program gets off, it automatically closes the graphics mode and it automatically restores the CRT mode. Okay, but we should do that, because maybe we are we are going from from graphics mode to the CRT mode, and from CRT mode to the graphics mode we're going within the same program. At that time we have to do this thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter, it will run fine, and when we are done it will go off. Okay, and it's not showing us because getcha should be before this. Before you close graph and all, you should show getcha, so that this will show us. Okay, now it has two getchas, but doesn't matter. Okay, okay, and I guess that is